going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be showing you the outfits that I wore this week. 7 really solid, simple summer outfits behind me. I felt like this week's fits were led mostly by the footwear, but I also have a lot of recent pickups that I made in the past few months that I decided to break out for the first time this week. Before we jump into this one, I just want to note that we're creeping up on 70,000 subscribers on this channel, which is pretty crazy. When I originally brought this channel back to life from the sneaker videos that I used to make as a kid growing up, turning it into a fashion page and being able to share with you guys my personal style, it's been really cool to see the growth of the channel and just the continued support from you guys. So I really do appreciate everyone that has been supporting. And I do have a big announcement to make in this video. Common Studios is going to be attending and vending ComplexCon 2025 in October. I literally just got goosebumps saying that. Honestly, so crazy, bro. Like, ComplexCon's an event that I've been going to since I was a kid, that I've been watching and covering since I was a kid. I got to go last year and do a really cool video if you guys got a chance to check that one out. And it's finally coming to the time where we are one of the brands that get to step in that building and really make a name for ourselves. So I'm really looking forward to sharing a lot of the products that we'll be releasing for ComplexCon. We'll have about 15 brand new SKUs that have never been seen before, that even I've been being very quiet about the last few months. So it's just a really exciting opportunity. My goal, hopefully, is to hit 100,000 subscribers by October 27th, which is the date of ComplexCon. So if you guys want to be around for the journey and stick through all the crazy things that will happen before, during, and after that event, you guys are in the right place. So thank you guys again for all the continued support. Looking forward to getting into this week's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go follow Makoto Archive on Instagram. That's where I've been posting all my styling content for short form, as well as my TikTok and stuff. But that Makoto Archive page is mainly bred for the fashion side and the behind the scenes of the brands. So make sure you guys check that out if you have further interest in what I'm showing you here. And with all that being said, let's get into 7 really solid summer outfits for the week. Started off Monday in one of the recent pickups that I've just mentioned. This one was... Every week I do that, bro. Every week I feel like the hanger is gonna land. It never lands. This pair of pants right here is from No Fear. This is a vintage pair of their denim. Not exactly sure what year these released, but when my boy hit me, asked me if I wanted them, I said, obviously I'm gonna need those. Pretty straightforward pair of pants. I really like the way that these fit though. The main reason that I picked them up, other than them being No Fear. Thought this week was the perfect time to wear these for the first time. So we'll start off Monday in the No Fear black denim. Real quick, I'll show you guys some accessories too. I cover these in like every 10 videos or so. I feel like you guys get tired of seeing them, but for those of you guys who are new here, vintage No Fear wallet, chrome hearts wallet chain, and then I just got all of my basic rings. This one right here is my favorite. This is a chrome hearts dagger ring, and I actually had diamonds placed inside of the stone. You're probably not gonna be able to see it too well with this lens on the camera, but it's got some diamonds in there. If you guys watch regularly, you know I'm not really too much on gold jewelry. I just feel like silver fits my vibe a little bit better, and so that's why I've always just leaned into silver. And it's really the main reason that I designed the first ever Common Studios jewelry piece to be in silver. This is actually made up of a full 925 silver and natural black onyx gemstones. Wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of all those pieces because I know a lot of people comment most videos and ask. So there you go. T-shirt for Monday is another recent pickup. This is a vintage t-shirt. I wish you guys could feel some of these, like the softness and weight on some of these older pieces are really just some of my favorite feeling fabrics, especially on body. I don't know what it is with the older t-shirts, but the way the cotton just ages over time always just has the perfect feel and honestly helps the shirts fit a little bit better. This one is obviously flags of the world, so you have most flags of the world right there. I thought this one was pretty cool and it fits me a little bit small, so I feel like if I put on any weight, which I'm probably going to put on some weight here pretty soon, it won't fit me as well over time. Figured it would be the right time to break this one out before I can't wear it too much anymore. For the footwear, I decided on probably my rarest SB that I own, or probably have really ever owned. I'm not too big on like super rare or expensive SBs. I really just cop the ones that I like. This one just happened to be expensive, but I got a really good price on them. They were very lightly worn. This is the Nasty Boy Nike SB Dunk Low, and you could probably take some guesses as to why I felt like it was appropriate to break these ones out for this fit. Just kept the flag theme going. Really love the colorway and the color blocking on this pair, and I feel like it was just the perfect way to end off Monday's outfit. Real quick before we jump into Tuesday's outfit, let me know down in the comments where you guys are watching from. Maybe the flag is on this shirt. I've seen a lot of people from South Africa supporting, Philippines, Japan, Australia, Canada. The fact that the reach is global and not just here in the US or even Arizona where I'm from is pretty crazy. So again, thank you guys. I'm super appreciative of you. Back to it though, we have the SFTM Adidas track pant. There were two colorways of this pant, as you guys may know. This is the colorway that I liked more. Got some great details in here. Honestly, one of my favorite parts is this little tassel on the back pocket where it's also like a zip pocket. I just feel like this accent is a really nice compliment, and these are also just really comfortable. I want to make a video styling airport outfits, and I feel like these will definitely be in that video. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want to see down below. But I was just talking to one of my boys the other day and I was like, would you watch an airport fit video? I feel like everyone's at the airport, everyone's in a situation where they got to pull off a decent airport fit. And I feel like I could provide some type of value in that realm. So if that's something you guys want to see, let me know. Either way though, we got the SFTM pants for Tuesday, and we're gonna start off a great outfit with these. Another kind of recent pickup for Tuesday is this older, I'm not exactly sure, I'm not gonna call it vintage by any means, but it is an older graphic tee from Saint Laurent YSL. The quality of it is just really nice. It's super light and soft, and I just thought this revolver graphic on the front is really sick. And it just says SL in there somewhere, Saint Laurent. There, it's super small. You probably wouldn't even be able to see it. But yeah, I just thought this one was tough. I don't really buy designer t-shirts because I just am not dumb enough to pay that much for a t-shirt, but I got this one for the low, so I just figured it made sense. And yeah, I have another YSL tee that I also picked up. You guys will probably see that in next week's style video. But one thing I wanted to mention about this cut of the shirt is it has a normal hem right here on the front. As you guys can see, it's like a normal stitched hem, but the back is like chopped. I don't really know how to explain it. You guys can probably get the visual. It is intentional, and it's a really nice detail that stood out to me on this t-shirt. But we're gonna go with the YSL tee for Tuesday. Might be a little too soon for me to talk about it, but I am pretty upset about the recent Vans drop that they did. I can't even think of the name of them. They look like the old Chanel bag. It's what they were inspired by. I'll just throw a picture up on the screen. I missed out on that drop. They dropped them at like midnight on a Wednesday, which was kind of fucked up of them, but yeah, these are gonna have to do it for me as far as cool Vans and recent drops. These are the studded pair that I showed you guys up in last video. But yeah, these are super sick. I've gotten tons of compliments on these too. I've worn them probably 3 or 4 times since I picked them up, and I just feel like this is a really solid pair of Vans. I like that these are leather and not a canvas as well. Other than the fact that they bleed on all my socks, it's really my only complaint with these. Really solid pair of Vans to end off a really solid outfit. Wednesday this week, I went with a pair of shorts that I haven't shown much love to in the recent months, mainly just because the common short that we dropped looks very similar to these as far as the wash goes. And I personally have been gravitating towards that one more, but I haven't shown the Stussy overdyed short some love in quite a bit, so I wanted to this week. I always do that. I always take my mic off to put shorts on, and then I put the mic back on for no reason. So this t-shirt is pretty sick. Hopefully you guys get the reference. If you don't get the reference, then you gotta watch a few movies, bro. This is a Big Dogs vintage tee. Pretty cool, we've all seen one, but have you seen this one? The Matrix spin-off Big Dogs tee, the Matrix. Come on, bro. This one is pretty stupid. This one was probably my most recent of the pickups that you guys will see in this video, and I mean, it's pretty sick. Wanted to keep the footwear pretty simple on this one, so I just went with a plain white CLB Nocta Air Force. Now you're about to see something pretty crazy because I don't want to go upstairs and put different socks on, but I wore these with no-show socks, so this is the part where I take my socks off and I put them in the shoe without socks, and someone's gonna say something, but just know I wore them with socks. So this pair of pants you guys have seen a lot in the last recent weeks. I just really love this pair of pants. I'm sorry, but you guys know I love white bottoms and I've just been wearing these a lot. I feel like they're the best fitting pair of white pants that I have and the best looking pair of white pants that I have. This is the only item that I could actually show you and confirm with you as of today that will be at our ComplexCon booth as far as like ComplexCon exclusive drops. And that's because all of the other TOP samples that we had to ship back to our manufacturer so that they had a reference for our final samples basically so they could start production. This one, however, I held on to because we had an upgraded version of this one that got sent back. So yeah, I got to hold on to these and continue to style them for you guys. So for everyone asking when the white pant is dropping, ComplexCon 2025 in Las Vegas. Bro, I just did it again. Damn it. Pulled out a vintage Harley Davidson t-shirt on Thursday. I don't remember the last time I wore this one. You guys can let me know if you remember seeing it on the channel, but I feel like it's been a while since I've broken this one out. Really sick graphic on the front with that engine, and you got that perfect aging on the back logo as well. Had to break these Converse out again. I've been really loving these since I picked them up. I think I styled them at least last week. I don't know if I did the week before, but yeah, super solid. I also did a couple fits in these on my Makoto Archive Instagram page doing some styling reels. So if it's not up yet, probably by the time you guys watch this video, it will be. Really solid pair of Converse. I linked them in the last video. So if you guys want to try and find a pair, you guys can go search them up, or if you guys just want to go on footlocker.com, which is what I did. I think these were under $100, so super solid pickup. Definitely worth the money in my opinion. And I needed a blue Converse in my rotation. Someone commented that they ripped off Mahara with the fat laces. Bro, if you look at a Mahara and if you look at a Converse, who copied who first? Friday, I made a decision that I regretted like 30 minutes into the day. It was super hot and I broke out a pair of No Fear. I mean, these used to be snowboarding pants. I cut the liner out. They are a lighter nylon, but like if you know wearing nylon when you're sweating, it just feels like a wet garbage bag is on your skin. So that part kind of sucked, but I do love this pant and I was inside most of the day, so it didn't really affect me all that much. Sometimes you just got to do it for the fit. So I went with these No Fear. I don't really want to call them snowboarding pants, but we'll call them snowboarding pants. And yeah. Not my smartest outfit. I almost just did the mic thing again. I'm gonna crash out. Another good vintage tee on Friday. It's this Japanese geisha on the front, which is really solid. I like the colors in this one as well. If you guys can pick up on those magentas and the purples, the plums, and I really like the pop of orange, which was kind of my inspo for the footwear direction for this outfit, but pretty cool. It's on a Japan Shine tee. I'm not sure if that's based out of Japan, I would assume so. But being Japanese, I love finding little bits and pieces of Japanese culture in graphics, or if the shirt or materials are actually from Japan. This was mainly first inspired by our first Common Studios product ever, Japanese canvas, which was a pretty cool full circle moment for me as a person and as a creator. But I'm getting sidetracked right now. Solid graphic tee for Friday. We'll throw this one on. I've been trying to get a lot of wear out of these right here before the 2025 pair releases, just to let them know. I've been doing it. Can't beat the quality. One of the best Jordans of all time, argue with the wall. If you guys have never seen the insoles on these either, I'm pretty sure that they mimic this in the new release. You're not gonna be able to see it in this, but the insoles are like shattered glass, which is pretty cool. Love this pair though. Break them out every so often. Thumbnail maybe? Yo, probably won't even use that. Saturday, I jumped into this pair of Wrangler vintage shorts. I wear these a lot. I've had them repaired multiple times because everything that gets patched somewhere else will just rip. I don't know how old these are exactly, but I don't know. I feel like they still have a lot of good life left in them. But yeah, you guys know I wear these all the time. Love these. We're gonna start off Saturday's outfit in the vintage Wrangler short. You know the science experiment where it's like, they'll like make a beep sound and then they give the dog a treat. And then every time after a certain amount of time, the dog, every time they hear the beep, they think a treat is coming. I think every time I finish a sentence and I look at the camera, I just feel the need to take the mic off, and I think that's why that's happening. T-shirt for Saturday, I went with this vintage No Fear tee. You guys have seen this a few times probably. This is the Fear Bites one. We got a bit of an unfortunate situation happening down here in the corner. Again, I don't really care, but it does kind of suck. This one dry rotted just from age. Doesn't stop me from wearing it though. I told you guys I'm gonna wear this one until it like really shreds, and then once it does that, I don't know, I'll find something to do with it. Good No Fear graphic for Saturday though. Now I can take the mic off. And for the footwear, I went with my Solomons. This is just an all white, plain Jane colorway. First time I styled these, I mentioned I picked these up at a Nordstrom rack and they were like 80 bucks maybe. So pretty good deal on these, I felt. And I've always wanted a pair of Solomons. Thought this would be a good way to enter the Solomon world. I feel like I'll come around to some of the other models that I didn't think really fit my type of style as much, but after wearing these ones, I feel like it's opened my mind up to it a little bit more. So I've seen some previews for some good Solomon collabs coming up later this year. Maybe I'll be interested in picking some of them up, but for now, the all white pair does the job. Last outfit of the week. Started off Sunday in this pair of vintage silver tab Levi's. These are the ones with the big leg slit on the right leg, and I just really love the wash of these. I feel like the fit is solid. I have a lot of like oversized, like really on the baggy side denim. I feel like these fit baggy on the upper half, but are a little bit more controlled around like the ankle area. And I feel like depending on what shoe you're wearing, it does really matter how the pant and the shoe meet and how the pant is gonna sit on the shoe. Is it gonna cover it up mostly? Is it gonna sit like on the top of a high top? Do you have to wear lows with it? It's really not that deep, but at the same time, it kind of is, so you gotta be paying attention to what footwear you're pairing with the denim and vice versa. This one I feel like is just right in the middle of the two, where it being like a slimmer, more tapered look and then like a completely open baggy look. So that's one of the main reasons that I really like this pair, and not to mention, I sat in a chair for 8 hours and got my knee tattooed, so show it off a little bit. That usually helps too. I did it again, bro. Last vintage t-shirt of the week. This one is from 1984. It's pretty wicked. It says, I don't want to grow up. I thought the colorway on this one was super fire. Really good spring, summertime type graphic tee. And again, super thin, good vintage. This is on a 50/50 Hanes tag. Really solid pickup. And the last pair of footwear for the week, this is the Union Jordan 1 High. I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous video, but this is one of the pairs that I considered selling, and I ended up not, just because I'd rather have this than like the 50 to 80 bucks that I could give for them. So it kind of challenged me to keep my mind open to wearing them a little bit more. I kind of put them in a part of my room where I would see them more, and that's exactly what happened on Sunday. I saw them, I was like, yeah, I feel like this would go with this. Got a touch of the yellows and the other colors in there, and just a good, solid, simple pair of footwear. But yeah, love these, glad I kept them, and I feel like it really worked out for Sunday's fit. So those are the outfits that I wore this week. Let me know down in the comments which one your guys' favorite was this week. I think for me, I would probably say Monday, was my favorite. I really liked that flag tee, and it was just a good opportunity to break out those No Fear pants for the first time, but you guys will probably all have a different opinion. If it's not even your favorite entire fit, maybe it's just a certain piece you saw, let me know down below. I'm gonna be responding to all you guys in the comments. And with all that being said, I just wanna say again, thank you guys for all the support. Road to 100K, Complex Con this year, crazy stuff going on. I'm trying to document as much as I can, share as much as I can. That's the main reason I started the Makoto Archive Instagram page, is just to be able to daily output content for you guys. So hopefully we can stay on track with that, and we're manifesting that 100K. So all that being said, appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.